Back with To The Point, Jen, Kelly, and Kevin. A play that shows the brilliance of Marner tonight and has us wondering, is Sidney Crosby okay, Kevin?
Well, let's look at this change. It wasn't a very good change by Pittsburgh in general, but obviously Sid, we're watching him, right? He's one of the best players in the world, and even the best players make mistakes. But this overhead look here, this puck isn't going very far. It's not even going to get to the far blue. But Sid and Letang in particular, they turn their heads and they make their decision right away that they're changing. They don't see how quick this puck is turned. And now all of a sudden, it's a breakaway for Marner, and Kelly's sitting here fist pumping because he just extended his streak to 16 games. And then Sid wasn't happy with either something or he didn't like the change that he made. And Letang.
So speculating, right? Is there something wrong with Crosby? Because after that, then he left the game twice to go to the locker room and come back. And there were a couple of moments where you question. Usually he's got such a nice low base where he's battling in his possession. This is just off one of the draws later in the first. I mean, he's standing up pretty straight and doesn't seem to really engage in battle what you're typically used to seeing from Crosby. Just a very surprising move off the draw. You know, typically he's a guy who's going to get right in there to try to battle for the puck, but doesn't seem to be going after it.
You know, is it wear and tear? He's 35 years old. He's playing his 5th game tonight in 8 nights. I know you said, what, he wants a night off or something, but
careful.
There is a lot of wear and tear.
You said you should bench him.
No, I was obviously teasing. Why would you bring that up? But, you know, you look at that guy, and he rarely ever has a bad first shift, right? Mm-hmm. That was a bad start.
Okay, the poster boy for knocking the net off has become Matt Murray. What's going on?
Yeah, a lot of controversy. Yesterday I'm watching, and then I heard in Jersey also I had my own work to do, so I didn't see the first time, and to me this is obvious. Yes, he is trying to knock that net off. Goaltenders try that on occasion. This was yesterday. It's a different building, and I'm going to blame the building. Watch this also. He gets tied up with Matthews, and that's where the net comes off. Lastly, this is the biggest one. He's going to talk to the official. It's going to happen one more time, and why I think this one is so important, because, okay, the building and the officials, they've had enough. Now, this lady was yelling for about 10 minutes. Is kind of funny. Then the ice crew comes on. They're going to try and suction that water out, and that's called the marsh peg. But it's clearly not going in deep enough. Water gets in those holes, and then it freezes. And now the ice crew did come out and drill that. It didn't work. So for yesterday, I say it wasn't Murray's fault.
So I'm going to say it was, and then I'm going to ask you two questions. So the reason I think it is his fault, if he's pushing off with his feet and the net's coming off it's the post, I think that's the marsh peg's fault. But on all 3 of those clips, his upper body pushes it off. Watch. Arms.
No, that is fair, and that is what goaltender coaches are teaching guys now, because the guys are so good at shooting high.
Watch his arm
yes,
extend
of course.
out.
So yeah, they are pushing off with their feet. That's been around for 100 years. But now when they're coming across, they are trying to come up because of high shots on the short side, right? But
that's
having
cheating.
said that, that's cheating.
Well, you're defending the goaltenders, but I do feel like even the Matthews example, if his sticks gets caught up a little bit, I still feel like he's using a little too much force on the post. You've got to consider the game situations. It's not as though it's just one shot. It's either a quality scoring chance or the team's had possession in the offensive zone.
His upper body's lifting the whole net off the marsh peg.
Yeah, but if the peg is just in there so shallow,
not in deep enough, right?
It could push that way. Okay, let's go to Connor Hellebuyck. A lot of debate about Jamie Benn. It's Josh Morrissey knocks Benn into Hellebuyck last night, tying goal, Dallas, Winnipeg. Did Benn mean to get a forearm shiver in? Should the league have blown this down when clearly the mask is off and Hellebuyck's prone? Let's start with you, Kelly, again.
Okay, so Morrissey pushes Ben in. There's no question. Now, if you're upset because the whistle wasn't blown, that is in the rule book to keep the play alive when the attacking team has the puck. So it looks ugly. Hellebuyck, I understand, was really scared about his own personal health, so it doesn't seem to make sense. But if you are upset with that, change the rule.
Well, there needs to be an adjustment in the rule, right? Because player safety was at risk. Yeah. So even though, yes, Morrissey did push Ben in, I feel like it wasn't as though the puck was on the goal line. There were still 2 passes that were made before the goal was scored. And there has to be some discretion by the officials in that situation. Even though he was off to the side, if the puck's deflected, he's on the ice without a helmet on.
The rule book does say not to blow the whistle.
But Kelly,
I'm saying there needs to be an adjustment.
Yes, I don't disagree. I'm just saying.
Elliot Friedman, Jeff Merrick, 32 thoughts. The league is going to look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to...
I'm the only one consistent here. If the net goes off, blow it down. If the helmet comes off, blow it down. Blow it down.
That's good. What about coming in to defend 2 teammates? 2 Swedes. Again, Borja did this a ton when he was a Toronto Maple Leaf in the 70s. Let's start with Marcus Pettersson.
So this exemplifies toughness, Marie. For Deloria, a big tough guy, one of the toughest in the league, gets a good lick on Letang. Pettersson kind of comes over to confront him. He gets called out. I play with Pettersson, guys. He's tall, but he is not a very big guy, and he does not fight, and he sits in there and he takes his lumps to defend his teammates' honor. And the same thing here with Sandin. Obviously not a fighter, fighting against Wallstrom, a lot bigger guy. For me, this is toughness. When you go into a fight knowing you're going to lose, but you're doing it for the right reasons, that's a tough person.
First thing I said in intermission after guys would do that, I'd go in and in front of everybody, I'd say, way to go, guy.
And Matthews does it right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Jennifer, you did that game, and I know you'd agree the linesman should have jumped in. For Marcus Pettersson, he was vulnerable.
The bench was fired up for him, but the guys thought the linesman should have stepped in.
Because it was such a mismatch.
That's right, for sure. And even I thought Delorier felt bad in a sense, so he finished the job.
Totally.
He was a pro, but he didn't want to be that case. Mitchell Marner, what a period. 4 shots, beautiful goal on Hockey Night in Canada.